The Coca-Cola Retailing Research Council Asia Pacific is a group of retail executives working together on behalf of their industry across a large and dynamic region of 48 countries and 4.4 billion consumers. In 2015, the Council decided to explore the wide gap between average e-commerce purchase and those for fresh and perishable grocery products. Across the Asia-Pacific region, the Council members see the rapid digitization of consumer lifestyles, with more than 50% of the region's consumers willing to use e-commerce to purchase grocery products. While the majority of the region's shoppers may be willing to use e-commerce for their purchases, this enthusiasm does not extend to fresh foods categories like vegetables, fruit, bakery, meat and fish. A Council survey of urban shoppers across the Asia-Pacific region revealed that only 3 to 5% of the region's shoppers buy fresh food products online today. The reluctance to purchase fresh foods online stands in sharp contrast to personal care, laundry, healthcare, boxed and bottled foods, where already today more than 10% of those same shoppers are buying these items through some form of e-commerce. Across 9 large cities in Asia-Pacific, there were a variety of barriers to e-commerce fresh food purchases identified by shoppers. The most consistently noted issues were a lack of trust in freshness or quality, cited by 51% of these shoppers, and a fear of delegating the selection of fresh foods to a third party, cited by 30% of the same group. These shoppers also identified barriers more commonly associated with general e-commerce, with 21% complaining about delivery charges, 19% citing higher e-commerce prices, and 15% bemoaning the absence of someone at home to collect deliveries and make payments. Despite the obstacles noted, shoppers also identified areas where improvements made by the region's retailers would encourage them to purchase more fresh food online. The most commonly cited improvements were actually issues that apply to all forms of e-commerce. 53% of shoppers wanted free delivery as part of an improved fresh foods offer, and 45% wanted better prices. However, quality was also a critical issue, with 50% of shoppers wanting explicit freshness and return guarantees from their imagined e-commerce retailers. The Council felt more investigation was needed to understand the underlying causes of shopper reticence, so that they might better focus on the most important solutions. In more detailed discussions with Asia-Pacific shoppers' feelings about the act of purchasing fresh food was summarised in 4 key areas. Area 1 is an act of love. Purchasing and preparing fresh food is a means for consumers to express affection for the people in their homes. Area 2 is expertise. Many consumers take pride from their understanding of fresh foods. They specifically told the Council about knowing the exact colour of tomatoes required for various recipes, or which fruits tasted best at varying degrees of ripeness. Area 3 is excursion. For many Asia-Pacific consumers, the act of purchasing fresh food in a store several times a week is part of a critical social engagement routine. Area 4 is assurance and protection. Across the region, shoppers told us that the quality of fresh foods purchased is often a concern. These shoppers believe that the brick-and-mortar stores they know and use have a need to protect their reputations through fresh food quality. This group of shoppers is concerned that something bought while being virtually seen from retailers they don't know might not be of sufficient quality or could be unsafe. Looking at these 4 areas, Asia-Pacific retailers may choose to examine a range of strategic operating areas when considering how to improve the shopper experience for fresh foods in e-commerce. There are 4 key operating areas for a retail business: consumers, product and service, channels or locations, and the operating model that supports everything. In terms of the consumer, it is clear that there are a number of ways retailers could look to target or attract a growing number of fresh food shopping trips. Targeted programmatic advertising about fresh food quality and retailing expertise that speaks to consumers as they search online for specific recipes. Social conversations that allow consumers to share their discoveries of new fresh foods, and an improved user interface to better describe the quality and provenance of fresh foods on offer. In terms of products and services, retailers have an opportunity to better develop content online that offers the images and descriptions that bring fresh food products to life in a variety of ways shoppers want to see them. Online content may soon include virtual reality and augmented reality technology, which should improve the ability to view and select fresh food through a digital interface in the coming years. In terms of channels, retailers can ensure that the people who might pick products in specific locations are trained to showcase their care and expertise while being observed by shoppers. Even in a virtual world, where the picker may only be in a warehouse or dark store, creating an image of expertise in the act of picking is important to overcome the reluctance of shoppers to convert to online fresh food purchases. In terms of operations, the development of a supply chain that can deliver fresh foods at the expected level of quality is essential. In e-commerce, the supply chain should include a delivery system where damage to product is minimized or return guarantees are offered. Selected product usage dates are acceptable for the shopper, and different packaging options are offered for particularly delicate fresh food items. While retailers may need to understand the full range of possible solutions, implementing operating solutions may go beyond the capabilities of many Asia-Pacific retailers who have developed expertise in running brick-and-mortar stores. Thankfully, there is a rapidly growing network of expert partners who can help with supply, picking, payment and delivery that can form part of the solution for many retailers. As the situation is likely to change rapidly, surprising and delighting Asia-Pacific e-commerce shoppers with a better online fresh foods offer demands that retailers across the region develop and maintain a culture of experimentation, both within their companies and across a rapidly changing ecosystem of solution providers. To read more, this study and others for Asia-Pacific and other regions around the world is available for you to download at www.ccrrc.org.